First Sip Brew Box is a one-of-a-kind subscription service for craft beer lovers based right here in Pittsburgh. Every month, First Sip will send you a box full of craft beer enthusiast essentials including t-shirts, glassware, and even food. Right now, our friends at First Sip Brew Box have an offer for you. Just sign up for a 3-month subscription and get your 4th month free. Just enter the code HOPUSA when you sign up at firstsipbrewbox.com. That's HOPUSA at checkout to get your 4th month free at firstsipbrewbox.com.
Woe to you, O earth and sea.
It's the Hop
Nation!
USA Podcast!
Hop Nation, welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Hop Nation USA podcast. I am your host, Adam. This is episode 91. That is the Kevin Green episode, or perhaps the John Tavares episode, and we'll get some more here throughout the show. But with me are a couple of other fine gentlemen. With me, as always, on the board is Steve.
Hello.
Well executed.
I did it.
Nice. You will get your cracker after the segment.
Yes.
And if you're really good, we'll put Cheese Whiz on it.
Yes.
But no olives.
Yes. Olives eat ass, dude. That's great.
Oh, man.
That's great news. Thanks.
Everybody's a winner on that
Those kids
one.
these days, it's all you see on social media.
Just olives everywhere?
Now
Olives-
them kids eating ass.
Oh, yeah. Kids are way eating the ass.
I
Yeah.
was like, that doesn't...
Your Instagram is way different than mine. Like, way different.
Well, yeah, because he has one and you don't.
There you go.
And that way I have 0 kids eating ass on my phone.
That's what happens when you grow up in a place where it's not okay to make moonshine in a bathtub.
So that other voice you hear is our very special... He's not even a guest anymore. He's just a third mic.
He's a co-host.
He's a co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Dennis, of course.
What's going on, Bromo Sapiens? I see Adam was not prepared for that. It's actually sad because I'm kind of used to reactions like that when the wife lets me out in public.
Steve, take this over for a second.
Can do, Adam. We're here on episode 91 of the Hop Nation USA podcast.
It's the dumbest thing I've heard.
You've never heard Bromo Sapiens before?
Oh.
I'm pretty... That's probably because
I've
I
heard it.
text you a lot.
Yeah, yeah. You text me
Definitely.
brosif.
Brosive, Bromo Sapiens, Bromosaurus, Bromosaurus Rex, Brochips.
I've not gotten a Bromosaurus from you yet.
How about Joe Brogan? You might get that.
Oh, I'll
You might
take a
get
Joe Brogan.
Take
Yeah.
a Joe Brogan.
Pull that up, Adam.
Little shout out to our breweries in PA. Matt and I that runs that. We text back and forth a lot, and
yeah.
we can keep that going for days.
Right on.
All right, I'm checked back in. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Hey man, that's what I do. That's how I live my life.
So on this episode, we're going to talk beer.
Yes. And we have a theme again,
We do.
as we do almost every episode.
Almost every episode. Yeah.
This one isn't slapdash together either.
We actually played this
It's
one.
not a hodgepodge.
a
or
little
Deal.
bit.
Deal.
So this week's episode, we are highlighting yet another style. This week, we are highlighting cream ales.
That's right. See, Dennis, Adam gets 3 episodes a year
Oh yeah.
because for the most.
cream ale fan. Is
Well,
that
yeah,
what-
he's a cream ale
I
fan.
am.
Huh.
So he gets 3 episodes a year. He gets Hefeweizens.
Yeah.
He gets sour ales.
Yeah.
And this week he's going to get his cream ales.
Yeah, buddy.
The rest of
Yeah.
the show is dedicated to me and my stout, my pastry stouts,
man.
and the IPAs because they dominate the market.
Oh yeah, yeah. The crazy fun stuff. I'm also a fan of cream ales. Also a distant cousin, Kolsch's.
They're good drinkers.
They definitely are.
I do not like Kolsch's, but I like some cream ale, so I'm
You
willing
just haven't
to,
met a good Kolsch yet.
Probably not. No, I haven't, and I don't actively seek them because of that.
Right.
So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I guess if I spent a lot of time drinking nothing but Kolsch's, I might find one.
Helcon Brewing. Make
Yeah.
it down there. Old Joy Dog Food Factory down in Oakdale,
That's right.
Pennsylvania.
I haven't been there since they originally opened.
Oh, yeah.
And
You got-
they only had like 4 taps.
Man,
when they
he
originally
decked it
opened.
out.
Oh, they got
Chris-
pinball for days.
Jeez, man. He's
saw that.
like an
Yeah.
avid
Holy shit.
pinballer.
Yeah, I saw they were having like a big pinball event.
And and randomly they do it where it's free. No quarters. Because those are for
I gotta check.
laundry.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
And
I
for
got
car
you.
washes. Really, just for cleaning things.
Cleaning
What car
stuff.
wash are you going to? It's still taking quarters.
The one that you do it by yourself.
Yeah. Come on, lazy bones.
Well, yeah, I had a 2-stair limit.
Two-stair limit coming up here.
I went up and down twice. That was it. I don't even know how I'm going to leave. I'm
He's
stuck
pushed-
here.
You're just gonna have to walk out to the back porch and just fall over the railing.
Hopefully you fall into your truck.
I'll call the post office tomorrow. I'm getting my mail forwarded.
Just hop in the mail truck with the guy and go home.
Cecil, I'm coming home with you now.
It's not his name.
You don't know that.
I don't.
Yeah, because you have to get Adam's mail guy, not your mail guy.
Yeah, there's more than one male
I have a
guy.
male guy and a male girl.
Yes, a male male and a male female.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of confusing, actually. MAIL.
Yes. Male persons.
All right.
Males people.
So we're talking cream ales.
Yes.
Let's start with the first one.
Right.
So the first one is coming out of the Lone Star State, Tejas.
Tejas.
We are coming from Houston, Texas.
Uh-huh.
Named, of course, after Sam Houston.
Sure.
Are we...
No, that's... Look it
Adam's
up.
a smart guy, so I tend not to argue with him on these little snippets of information.
It's
But some of them's crazy enough to where you want to doubt it.
Have you seriously never heard of Sam Houston?
He watches a lot of that America show.
He does.
Where they profile states and things like that.
Dude,
Okay.
I am so pissed. I don't get that channel anymore.
Oh.
Aerial America is the king shit. I love watching that
Bring up the
show.
sore spot.
You know, you can fix this, right?
Yeah, it's called trying. We're not going to do that.
Okay, that's
He doesn't
fair.
try.
No.
Who am I? I'm a hypocrite. I have a 2-stair limit. I'm not questioning you.
Yes. So, anyways, back to this beer from Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company. Say that 8 times fast.
Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company.
3B Company. This is Sam's Daily. It is an authentic American cream ale, 5% ABV, 12 fluid ounces in this can. Hops, I don't know, something's in there. It's not going to be
Maybe
much.
a little bit.
It's not going to be something, much. It's a cream ale.
They're in there just because they have to be, or else it's not beer.
Right. 28 IBUs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Does that seem high to you?
That is high.
Yeah, it is high.
I'm sorry.
I'd say less than 20 for sure.
Well, these guys are going rogue. All right.
Shenanigans.
I'm
Yeah.
going to crack this can open.
So while Adam pours this up, I will point out that this beer is coming to us by way of listener.
It is.
Because if you're wondering how the hell did we get something from Houston, Texas, and we didn't say Tavor right off the bat. This is actually coming from one of our listeners, Katie T. She's our hardcore listener.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
actually really cool.
Yeah, she.
Thanks, Katie.
She travels the country because
These
of her,
United States.
these United States because she's also in the military. You can appreciate that. Dennis.
What branch? Any clue?
I believe she's in the Air Force.
Air Force.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
She's smart then.
Yeah, because her and her husband are always working on planes and such. So I believe they're both in the Air Force.
Yeah, that's more likely the Air Force.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going to enjoy retirement. Your bodies are not going to hurt.
Right.
I did 8 years and my legs feel like they're going to fall off.
That would explain the stair rule.
That is true. It is indoctrinated.
But yeah, she travels the country, and occasionally she'll bring us beer back, and then we'll just trade with her from stuff we have in Tavor or our home brews and
That's
such.
cool. Do you have, obviously you have her info? Because I'll send her some brew box stuff.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
This is really cool. I definitely appreciate this.
Yeah, we'll hook you guys up. I'm pretty sure you've met her at
You have.
Christmas party at Couple House.
Oh, I thought this was like, when you said travel, I just assumed they weren't from Pennsylvania.
Oh, they
That
are.
They lived somewhere
Yeah, yeah.
and they just travel over the place. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the job has them travel. So.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Bottom line,
That's
good
fair.
people.
Yeah,
Good people.
Good people.
That's all you need to know.
GPL, man. Good people only.
So yeah. So yeah, our shout out to Katie as we get ready to drink this cream ale.
Yes.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
So on the first look of this thing, Dennis, don't drink it yet.
No, I smelled it.
You smell it.
You look
Got a
like
good
you're
sniffer.
You were.
To be fair, I sniffed it with all my
be
might.
fair.
Take a little nip off the top, and that's okay. And
I
that's
almost
okay.
fell in.
Looking at this beer, it's really clear.
It is.
It's pale, but not as pale as those brewed IPAs that we were drinking last week.
No, I would put this in a nice straw category.
Yes, this is a gold straw. This is much more in your VFW
Yes.
wheelhouse.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another shirt we have to make.
In the VFW wheelhouse?
It's a VFW beer.
Dude, I'd buy one. Just like your last shirts, I'll buy them.
Hell yeah.
At least one a series, I'll get them.
tpublic.com.
Search Hop Nation USA.
Little self-plug. Nothing wrong with that.
You haven't been on this show in a while, have you?
Yeah. Ever since we opened the t-shirt store up, Adam's
Dude,
sure
do
to
it.
get that plug in.
Do it. And whenever you post that stuff, make it shareable. I just wanted to yell at you guys.
I did make it shareable
You
last
did
time.
after I yelled.
Yeah.
Damn
Well,
it.
it definitely looks like a cream ale for sure.
It does.
And it
does.
smells like a cream ale. Nothing too crazy going on
No.
there.
No, got a bit
Malty.
of a malt,
Yeah,
malt
malty.
bit to it.
It smells
Not
a
hop
little
hop.
tangy. I don't know. Like,
Borderline citrusy?
yeah.
Could be.
But it's that weird middle ground.
Again, it's 28 hops or 28 IBUs.
No, it's only
Jesus.
they actually put 28 hops.
They counted individual pellets. Stupid ass. Been doing this for 91 episodes. And it's
One pellet, two pellets. That's how they made IPAs. Is they just lost track and they just kept going.
But 28 IBUs is on the cusp of being a pale ale.
Yeah.
So, it's almost 30.
Which
30,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah. So it might be a little bit of citrus.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
Thank you for that last syllable, Steve.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to appreciate that.
Find out. You have to drink it. So, hey, this doesn't suck.
Praise from Caesar.
Yes.
No. I am a fan for sure. I know I've said this before in the past, but if some of our local pubs and bars on darts night and pools night, if they had this there, I would, honestly, man, this would replace Yingling. It would replace a lot of other good drinkers to get you
Yeah.
going throughout the night.
Yeah. And this is definitely a drinker. This is definitely something you can have multiple of.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's right on the can. It's Sam's Daily. He drinks it daily. That makes sense.
You know, I could have a 6-pack of this and take a nap.
Or you could take a nap, then have a 6-pack. And then take another nap. Naps
You know
are
what?
days.
I like nap sandwiches.
Naps
that
on
sounds
naps.
good.
Nap life.
A nap beer sandwich.
Ooh, nap all
Nap beer nap.
Nap sandwich. I can also put a sandwich in the nap sandwich. That's how, yeah,
Sandwichception.
I know.
Wow.
It's brilliance.
Don't drop the top.
That's how I know. That's how I know how to live my life.
I thought you were making Top of the Pops reference for a second there.
No, I was
oh,
making an
God.
Inception reference.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. Yeah, I don't remember. That came out
'cause he
like
had a top,
6 years
remember?
ago.
Nah, it came out like 9 years ago.
I'm also not good with time or geography at all.
I'm not good with time or geography.
Those
Doesn't
two
matter.
things I'm not that great at.
Dennis's life is lived in kind of like the book Slaughterhouse-Five, where he's just in every time at every point in his life.
Well, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Because there's different divergence of time, but that'll be for a different episode.
You're saying
That's a different podcast.
infinite Dennis and an infinite set of worlds?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the pluralization, Denai. You did it right.
And I think that is really good.
Time to stop fucking around.
No, it's not.
Got to get into the news and notes of the day.
Okay.
That's what people are here for. They're here for the news and notes.
News and notes.
News and notes.
I'm here for the news and notes.
And we added a third last year. It was neat.
Neat.
I don't know if we have a
Neat
neat.
news and notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The news, notes, and neat. In case you had
Like
something
how
neat.
you take your scotch?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah. Neat
yeah.
2 fingers.
Yeah, it's always neat. You add nice in there. What's the point of having nice scotch?
I agree. You eliminate the peatiness.
That's true. Oh, I love peating. Lefroy, Lagavulin, Ardbeg.
See, I just used a word that I know that other people use when they talk about that stuff.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I fell into your trap.
Adam knows enough words to quietly blend in.
He was like, "Oh, Dennis has an informed opinion. I'm done. Tapping out."
Time to hit this ripcord.
Oh, shit. He went beyond the one fact I knew. I'm out.
I'm hitting the silk, boys.
Brewed in Scotland in the Isles of Islay, which that's probably not how you say it, but I'm also not Scottish.
No, that's chip chop ham.
So I'm, which is true. I love. Well, I'll never eat chip chop ham again. Once I found out what it was made out of.
Ham?
Chip chop?
No, it's like all the pieces that didn't make it.
Oh, like Scrapple.
like all the bench warmers.
Yeah, okay. Like Scrapple.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine.
Hey, even Rudy had his day in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
He did play for Notre Dame. With
That's
the
true.
touchdown Jesus.
That is true.
Anyways,
Anyway,
you want to do a news or you want to do a note?
I have something that kind of combined into two.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a news and a note. There's also math.
Listen, I'm off the clock.
I know. Well, I mean, that's why I included it, because there's math. I figured you might enjoy it, nerd.
Nerd. All right, what you got?
All right, so just kind of a kick off the 2019 year. We're still in that kind of mode. January can be all this first and stuff, but I was reading about how by the end of 2018, there was 7,000 breweries in America now.
America.
That's
America.
awesome.
Yeah. And they're looking to open another 1,000 in 2019.
Wow.
And stay tuned in segment 2 for more information on that.
Yeah, find out what breweries are opening in our area, because
Yes.
we'll talk about it. But there's also some numbers on the growth. Craft grew by 5% in sales.
Good.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Chunking away.
Chunking
Yep.
away.
They thought this was a fad. Well, it's here to stay.
Yeah, it's definitely not a fad. Overall beer sales, national, overall, everything, it's fell another 1%.
Interesting.
So, like, it fell 1% in 2017, and now it's by the time the numbers come out for 2018, it'll have fallen another 1%.
In total sales?
Right, in total sales.
Okay,
But-
so what did you say grew?
So, craft sales are still growing.
Okay, so you were talking about domestic, like,
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
fell 1%.
Right. So, well, I mean, when I say overall sales fell, that means everybody.
Okay.
Craft and macro.
I see what you're saying.
But craft is still growing.
Okay.
So you can kind of infer that a lot of the falling off is in, major beer.
Right.
You can kind of infer that. but-
Right. That maybe people are buying more craft beer.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go. that sentence pad sounded like it was about to have a little bit of a punch at the end, but
It
no.
did. Nothing. But, sometimes it happens.
Sometimes I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Just a little slap and tickle.
So they're expecting growth for craft between 7 and 8% this year.
Wow.
Yeah. So still
That's
growing.
huge.
Yeah.
Do you think it could pertain to when you're drinking craft beers, you hit that point before than what you normally would have with other beers? Is this volume or is this dollar, like revenue?
It's overall sales money.
Okay, sales money.
Sales money.
I'm happy you prefaced that because I
Yeah.
thought we were talking like sales sandwiches.
You're right. No. It's money. It's not necessarily volume or
Okay,
anything
cool.
like that. It's just the money.
So
and
if it
revenue.
was volume, then that would make sense to me, at least in my mind, because
Yeah.
you drink a quarter of the amount of craft beer and
Yes.
you're ready. You can go
Right.
to bed.
Right. I mean, you can still kind of think of it as, craft beer is a little more expensive. So, selling a 6-pack of craft beer is going to bring in more revenue. But that
Right.
also depends on, like, a whole bunch of things. like,
Right.
yeah.
like the price point that it costs to make that beer that, you're
Right.
putting out. So, in general, it's just growth for craft, but kind of stagnation for beer overall.
So I'm curious what the overall sales of alcohol was for the year, whether spirits grew or declined along with beer sales in general. I wonder if it kind of ate into beer sales, spirits and wine and all that combined.
If you go by the fact that the way the Brewers Association changed the definition of craft beer for Sam Adams to include ciders and that Truly brand, the seltzer.
Oh, yeah.
What? It includes that now?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
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 Let's not get into that.
We're not going to talk much about that right now, but if you want to hear more about it, go listen to the Craft Beer Industry podcast. The first one back he did, he interviewed Andy from Hitchhiker, and they get into that a bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's much more of an industry podcast with much
Yeah.
more info.
Oh, for sure.
Instead of just a bunch of dingleberries with
Right.
microphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
We are the dingleberries, by the way.
No, I knew that. I was just,
But coming back to that original figure is, there's 7,000 now, and there's expected to be another 1,000 by the end of 2019. But we're always talking about oversaturation in the market.
Right.
Are there too many breweries? So I wanted to give you a little math to think about this and maybe show that we're not yet.
Okay.
So the high mark for breweries in America pre-prohibition was 4,131 breweries.
Oh,
damn.
In 1873.
And there was
Okay.
a lot less people then.
There you go, Dennis. You're right on. You're
Oh,
right on
man.
track with where I'm going. You want to try and take a guess at how many people there were in America in 1873?
Oh, 1873?
Yeah.
1 million?
Oh, not that little.
Oh, okay.
I'll go 75 million.
Not that much.
I'll go 30 million.
36 million.
There you go, Dennis.
$1
Right on the
Bob.
money? 36?
Not on the money, but very close. There was only about
I win.
38.5 million people
Oh, all right.
in America, which is comparable to California now or Canada now.
Daggum.
Yeah. But there were 4,000 plus breweries. To give you an idea, that's 9,000 breweries for every one person in 1873.
Wait, say that again?
There's 9,000 people
Yeah.
for every one brewery.
Oh, I thought you said it the other way around.
I might have,
All right.
but I did correct it this time.
9,000 breweries for every person.
If you said it that way, that's where I want to go when I die.
Right. Currently, we're only
Simpler
at
times.
46,000 people per one brewery.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we got a long way to
We
go.
got a ways
I
to
thought
go.
about it because you hear a lot of people talking about that in the industry. And my thing is, so breweries are more like that craft social house where you pull the community together. Look how many bars there are
Yeah.
in certain areas.
Oh, yeah.
Craft breweries are similar, but more with a wholesome, like family feel and pulling the community together and building positive economic growth in that community.
I have
you
one
know,
shining
so-
example of that. Abjuration.
Abjuration, absolutely, man.
I mean, that's a home run in that category.
Oh, it's 5 minutes away from my house, so I love it when the wife's like, I'll drive. I'm like, yes.
Oh, I'm getting tanked tonight.
And fun fact, so the owners of Abjuration, both Tom and Dave, told me I was the first victim of their 15% Belgian beer that they brewed, one of their first really, really heavy Belgian beers. I was the first victim.
No kidding.
'Cause I tried all their beer because, we're going to work with those guys, feature them, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And it was the last one. And that is not a cherry topper beer at 15%. It's either you try it first and readjust your whole schedule or you don't try it at all. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that is not a come down beer.
oh no, go there with a lifeline for sure.
That's one of the things I love about them. They always have something really heavy
They
on.
do.
Yeah.
Whether it's a rye or a barrel.
barley
I
wine
don't think
or
they do
some-
barrel age because they don't have a barrel program, right? So
They had, I think the vanilla oak aged. Like they don't age it in a barrel, but they do have
With
ways.
chips.
Yeah,
And
they age
okay,
it.
yeah,
They age it
you're
with
right,
wood
you're
in
right.
other ways.
so tasty.
Yeah, or spirals, or however.
However you want to cut it. Maybe zigzags.
Which is something I want to play around with home brewing. Side note.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll get
check
on
out
that train.
check out our TV show, Yin's Brewing. We might cover it. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Like, I don't think we're as close to saturation as people think.
Not even close.
In order to get to the saturation point that was in 1873, we need to open 18,000 more breweries.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Which is a little less than 3 times the amount that we
Right.
have now.
Right. But
Because adulting's hard.
yeah.
So,
but
drink
to the
beer.
point you were making, Dennis, about how like there's a whole bunch of bars around. Back in those days, pretty much every bar brewed.
oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So it was kind of part of it, too.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Like bars weren't just taking the macro piss,
Right.
from
There was no
everywhere.
And
macro.
disseminating it amongst
yeah. Like every tavern and every pub kind of brewed their own. They maybe only had 1 or 2 or 3 brews on.
Okay.
But they had like their lager. They had sometimes a cream ale, being that cream ales were invented back in the mid 1800s.
I'm sure tons of ales.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's kind of how that worked out back in the day.
So, Steve, you say there were over 7,000 breweries in 2018
Yeah.
in America. So, just a quick update. In episodes past, we had talked about the Resilience IPA by Sierra Nevada.
Yes.
That, of course, is the beer that is being brewed nationwide to help support the victims of the campfire that happened out in California late last year. A quick update. We are now up over 1,500 breweries
Jeezy peasy.
Wow.
that are brewing this beer. Fantastic movement. That's over 20%.
Yeah. There you go. More math.
Yeah, you go. It's over 20%.
See, it's not too late to do math.
No.
Get your math hat on.
That's just my hat.
Whatever, nerd.
It's not even his hat. That's what his head looks like, Steve. Rude.
Come on, man. I thought we were friends.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though, because like, has there ever been anything like as unifying?
I do not think so.
I can't think
not
of
like
anything.
that.
Yeah.
Tying the nation together.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, originally we said it was like 1,000. Now it's up over 1,500.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's
Did
fantastic.
you guys get the
pretty cool.
opportunity to try the Resilience IPA?
Not yet.
Well, I have.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Actually, at 11th hour.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, 11th hour did it. Yeah.
It was actually, I thought it was really good. It was a solid drinker. I didn't see any, what hops or anything went in it. I know they posted the recipe on a couple different places. So if you want to do a clone or so at home, you
Right.
can definitely do it. But it was definitely a good drinker. Actually, it's not too far off. Think of maybe a 70 IBU version of some of the cream ales we're having. Just a good smooth taste with a little bit of a punch of hops at the end.
Yeah, I remember reading the recipe, and we talked about how you can get the recipe on the homebrewer's website. But yeah, it's pretty simple, and it's just a hoppy IPA.
We should do something with brewing that, but call it Resilience Plus. Like add like an adjunct to it, like peppers or something.
Resilience 2.
Resilience
Or just double up
too.
the hops.
Triple up the hops. Why
Who
stop
knows?
at double?
I don't know.
Listen, the show's on a budget.
Because Resilience 2 got to come before Resilience 3, Dennis.
And then Resilience Armageddon.
Never been good at sequential order of numbers.
Resilience Endgame.
Resilience Fibonacci.
Fibonacci.
So just one final quick note.
Yes.
The Resilience IPA has raised over $15 million.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. All proceeds are going back to those affected by the campfire, which is a good thing.
Very good thing.
Go beer.
Go beer. That's a good start, because like usually beer charity raises about, I think I've read, between 70 to 100 million a year.
They got that shit on lockdown now.
Oh, damn.
So now they're starting out really good with
Coming out the gate strong, man.
or they ended last year, depending on how you want to look
Yeah,
at it.
that's true.
Either way, good things.
Indeed. Speaking of good things,
Ah.
aha. I want to come back to this Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company Sam's Daily Cream Ale.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I like
Dennis?
that a lot.
Nice.
It's a nice, easy drinker. I mean, doesn't have any real bells and whistles to it.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I was going to say, which is totally fine, because when
Yeah.
you come home from a hard day at work,
Yeah. It's
pop
totally-
open one of those Sam Dailies.
Yeah, it's totally fine. And like, this is something, but it doesn't taste like pissy or anything like that. It's just a nice, easy drinking beer.
Yep.
It's an easy replacement for any macro.
Right.
Absolutely. You can tell it's still a craft beer, was made very well.
Yeah.
It's just one of those you can have 3 or 4 of and then
Yeah.
keep going with your day.
Yeah, just a simple beer.
I know this might sound insulting on the surface, but in reality it's not. I kind of consider it a pleasant nothingness. And what I mean by that is there's no, like you said, there's no bells and whistles. There's no big adjuncts. There's no big hop punch or anything like that. It's just a good, well-crafted beer. And that kind of, on the surface, it seems like it kind of blends in with the crown, but in reality, it doesn't. It's a well-crafted, simple beer, so it's a pleasant nothingness.
Which might be the style in general.
It is.
You know,
It
Yeah,
is.
it's the style in
cream ales.
general, yeah.
But it's a well-executed beer.
Which we're probably going to get into when I go over some of the different breweries out there brewing up some good stuff. But I came across a honey blossom orange cream ale,
Neat.
which, sounds delicious.
I look
Neato.
forward to that.
Nito Toledo. Well,
local,
we'll
too.
learn more about it in segment 2.
Foreshadowing.
I know. Tease. When we come back.
Check this out. There's a Seattle company called Tavour that enables discovery of new and exciting beers and breweries. Tavour gets the best independent beer from literally around the world. Denmark, New Zealand, Belgium, and of course everywhere in the US. The app is incredibly simple to use to get some ridiculously good beers delivered right to your door.
And right now, anyone who signs up with the code HOPNATION can save $10 off their order of over $25. That's TAVOUR.com. Tavour.
Welcome back. Damn it.
Nope, cream ales.
But I'm not opposed to like an ice bock, double bock,
A my Bach,
your bock.
our Bach.
All of our box.
The Bach. Ought to be Bach.
Oh no.
I know.
Get to the chopper.
We're not even doing Bach episode. You're doing that shit.
Put the cookie down.
The mom is in the tortillas.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
That guy is such a cokehead.
She is.
I think there's a video of him falling off stage.
I would really want to see that.
Look into it.
All right, I'll get on the tubes.
Yeah.
So we are, of course, not talking about Bach beers. We're talking about cream ales.
Do you really want to start it that way? Or?
Yeah, why not? What the hell?
Okay. just checking.
He gave you one way out.
I gave you an out, and I
Hey,
could have
man.
edited it, but
If you need a
this is the way
lifeline,
we going.
Steve handed it to you.
Yeah, I
Stick
threw
it
you
in
a
there,
life
man.
raft, and you said, "Go fuck yourself."
I'm
There's
going over
sharks
these waterfalls.
in the water. Yeah, no, I'm cool though. It's real warm.
That's good. Fuck it.
Throw me a ham sandwich. I'm hungry.
I like sharks. Sharks are friends. It's like, I don't know.
Let's do the Bach intro.
Just send it.
Oh, you think I'm not gonna just send it?
Yeah, we're talking cream ales. So it is time to talk about our second cream ale.
Yes.
And we are going a little international with this one.
Yes, crossing a border. And this one also comes from our friend KDT. So thank you again for more
man.
beer.
Katie's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one is the Muskoka Brewery Cream Ale.
Which is the
Which is
border
simple.
without the wall.
Yes.
Yes.
Supposedly.
For now.
Apparently.
Until they get sick of our shit.
They just got a hoser wall instead.
They're going to be the ones building the next wall.
They just got a hoser wall.
Take off.
You take off.
Hey, hoser.
A wall of mooses. Or
Mises.
nope, not Mises. Looked it up.
Many much
Something.
moosing?
Nope.
Many much moosin is correct.
That was too many M's in too short of a time.
Many much moosin is correct. So, the Muskoka Brewery started brewing the cream ale in 1996, which is kind of different from a lot of places.
That's a long time to brew a beer.
Well, yeah. It's a long time to lager it.
Just for one beer?
Oh, yes.
Damn.
It's actually kind of strange for that, though, because really cream ales were, back in the 1800s. And just everybody kind of adopted recipes
Yes.
from back then.
And actually, the cream ale was popularized in Canada, and then they eventually made their way down here into the States.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy.
It was actually pretty popular in our area, too. Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio were top brewers.
It was actually my first beer I ever homebrewed was a coconut cream ale.
Nice.
There you go. This one here, though, comes in at 5% ABV and 20 IBUs.
Nice.
And
Adam
like we
likes
said,
that.
yeah, this is an Adam episode. We've already gone through that. And as we said, it's coming from Canada. Brewed right there in Bracebridge, Ontario.
Oh, I feel that we really got to just remove ourselves from all the Canadian stereotypes. They're fine people.
Oh,
yeah,
they're
no, I'll
definitely
totally
nice people, for sure.
remove myself from the stereotypes, except for the voice. I'll always do the voice.
They have good beer. They have good food.
They're an industrious people.
When you talk about the Industrial Revolution as a kid, Canada is not brought up at all.
They touched the Erie.
It's true. You can come over on a boat through Lake Erie, right?
Yeah.
Through the Great Lakes. That's
Sometimes
okay.
they just
You
came.
come through
thing?
Superior. You can come through Lake Erie. Wasn't the Edmund Fitzgerald on its way before it got?
It was.
Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks to Making a Murderer. I know the accents are totally different, but
No, they're not totally different. Nope.
oh man,
Being that I'm
I
not
feel
that
like-
good at accents,
I
they're
feel
not.
like you're about to do. They had 94 Toyota,
the RAV4.
Oh no,
the RAV4.
They found the RAV4 in the junkyard.
I'm sorry, I can't. I got to pull an Adam and tap out right now.
Don't worry, we got you. We'll keep
I know
going.
that's Stephen Avery, and he's a bad character.
He's just a no good Nick.
Just the whole family, just a whole bunch of no good nicks. I know them all.
I don't know if I'm laughing or horror if I'm having an asthma attack.
Oh,
You'll
it
know
could
in
be
a
both.
couple minutes.
Don't worry, I know the number for 911. Ah.
Okay, no, I'm back.
Okay, good.
All right, well, that killed it. I'm back. Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, tough crowd out here.
All right, well, I'm going to pour this one up.
Okay.
But while I do, I want to point out the fact that all the beers we're having tonight are nowhere near where we live. because
That's true.
we've had one from Texas, and now we're going way north into Ontario.
Yes.
I'm going to give Dennis a chance because he did a little prep work for the show.
He did.
He
did.
He did a good. He did a good.
He wrote it down.
Yeah.
Left it up to the fine peoples out there.
Left it up to the fine
They're
people
drinking.
at Facebook.
They're drinking these beers.
Yeah.
So just going to go over, just a few different breweries that are doing some really good cream ales right now. One being Rock Bottom Brewery right here in Pittsburgh. Meg, the head brewer there, who actually brought home a medal from the Great American Beer Festival for Honeycomb Cream Ale. So that's definitely a really good one going on right now. Also, our friends.
We can actually attest to that one being a good one because we had it on the show last time we had Meg on the show.
I believe, as the kids would call it, it was lit AF.
It was. I believe you want to check out episode 58.
That sounds about right.
Around there.
Yeah, around
maybe
58.
a range, 56, 59.
Yeah, go 55 to 58.
Just listen to them all.
Or listen to them all. Don't be a jerk.
Start at 1. You'll get there.
But yeah, we had that one on and it was really good.
Awesome. Maybe we can have some of these guys in the future. Some Yellow Bridge.
Yes.
Ian, my main man down there, one of their cream ales on right now is Higher Learning.
Okay.
Another brewery, Reclamation Brewing Company in Butler, PA, Promised Land Ale. Then you got Sato Brew Pub in Buffalo, New York, where they finally have lifts and Ubers. When I was there, that wasn't a thing.
They didn't have that?
So, no, I was there maybe 2 years ago, the wife and I was like, it really sucks they don't have this because I feel real bad because you're driving. Because I'm drinking no matter what.
Was there a shortage on snow chains or something?
No, it was actually, from what I understand, a union thing because the taxi union was so strong there
on.
that they fought it. So I'm glad they have it now. They have their Hallertau, and I probably said it wrong. I'm not fancy. Hallertau Blanc?
Yeah.
It has 16 IBUs, 5.3 ABV. So it actually looks really good. Two Dogs and a Guy Brewing in Melrose, PA. A little bit outside of Philly, maybe an hour or so outside of Philly. They have a really good cream ale. I was actually confused. So when I was talking to the gentleman that owns that brewery, James, he was telling me, two Dogs and a Guy Brewing. And I didn't know what he meant. My last name's Guy. I was like, I don't have a brewery.
Where's
what
my
are you
cut?
talking about?
That's my name.
So definitely looking forward to visiting that brewery in the future. And then our very own Voodoo in Homestead, Pennsylvania. They actually have a Jenny Cream ale. It's actually made with spruce tips.
Yeah,
and
very
I
nice.
love anything to do with spruce.
So it's Jenny Cream spelled Jenny,
Yes.
not the Genesee classic
Correct.
cream.
Correct.
Out of Rochester, New York.
It's just Voodoo once again pushing the limits of maybe we get sued for this, maybe we don't.
I know a girl named Jenny.
I had 13 boats named Jenny.
But I've heard, a few folks on our First Sip Facebook page, they posted on there really raving about that beer. So I definitely appreciated it. And then there is a fancy word on the end of that cream ale that I didn't know how to pronounce. So
Jenny Cream Fresh.
Is that how you say it?
Cream fresh.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
I
cream-
also had
yeah,
a
it's
slight
cream fresh.
seizure as I was writing it.
Yeah, I can read. Yeah, it's
cool.
yeah, it's Cream Fresh. If you watch that South Park episode where Randy really gets in the cooking,
I
he's
haven't
like,
seen
"Cream
South
fresh."
Park since they bounced around on their,
On their giant balls.
on their
Yeah.
testicles.
Yeah, it was after that episode.
Yeah. Oh no, Member Berries was my last one.
It was somewhere in between there.
I remember.
I remember.
We're trying to kill you, remember? Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I remember now.
Classic.
All right, and that's all I got.
Cool. Well,
Back to Steve with the weather.
Thanks again, Dennis.
It's going to rain.
Those were local breweries in the Pittsburgh and New York area, featuring cream ales. You haven't met official Steve. That's my official voice.
I'm all about it, man.
Yeah, it's my official voice. I announced I was going to run for office with Tulsi Gabbard, the governor of Hawaii, last week. And then she actually said she's running for president, so I guess I'm locked in.
Dude, do it, man.
I'm in.
I've always thought about a career in politics. I tried it a little bit, but then realized I spoke my mind too much.
What I should have said was nothing.
Instead, I say everything.
All right. Well, looking at this Muskoka. I don't think that's
damn it,
right.
you made me forget. Is that a moose on the side of the bottle? What is
Probably. It's from Canada.
What are these little things? Are those
That's
lawn
a chair.
chairs? We don't have chairs.
That's an Adirondack chair, my man.
That is
It is a chair.
Yeah.
Huh.
How do you not recognize a chair?
Well,
doesn't
from
go
a
to Cracker
distance,
Barrel.
It could have been. I mean, I like their breakfast.
Their breakfast is on point.
Their country fried steak, man. I'll swim in it. I can't swim, by the way, but I'd swim in that country fried
You just
steak.
kind of walk across it.
I'll die in the gravy.
But from a distance, that chair looks like Japanese writing, so I was a little
Fair.
confused.
Fair.
Right on. It's looking at the beer though, it's darker.
It is. It's I would say a light copper.
Yeah,
You guys think a little maltier, maybe?
could be.
Possibly. I haven't smelled it
Could
yet.
possibly be.
Oh, I'm smelling it.
Answer: yes.
This just in from Adam in the field. Answer is yes.
Back to you in the WIBU studios.
WIBU.
Weeboo.
20 and below.
Wait, no, that's not that kind of show.
Adam likes his IBUs like he likes cheap stores, 5 and below.
Ooh. That was actually really good.
Yeah, it was.
Don't high five on audio podcasts. Nobody can see it.
That is true, but they feel it.
That's right. That was
They
just
felt
for
it.
us.
They felt it.
It's electric. Boop, 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 boop. That thing's gonna drive you to drinking.
Already, yep. Nope. I'm already into it.
Oh, you.
Yeah, no.
Double.
You guys have driven me to drink.
That's what my wife says.
Don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln. Oh,
It,
really, Commander Cody? Hot rod Lincoln?
I thought you were talking about me
Nope.
because I drive a Lincoln.
You do.
Nope.
Son, don't you know you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln?
Nope.
Oh my!
I want to know, but I don't.
Nah, it's all right.
It's a good song.
Song from like 55.
Can't believe you guys don't know this.
You can't.
So young to be so old. Jesus.
Oh,
So,
yes.
I think we all enjoy this beer, though.
Yeah, I'm digging on it.
It's pretty good. It's, again,
Simplistic,
yeah, to steal Adam's, what was it?
a pleasant nothingness.
A pleasant nothingness, yeah. It's just an easy drinkable beer.
Mhm.
I don't find it too much different from the first one, though. So it's kind of hard to really...
I honestly found the first one a little bit sweeter than this one.
Yeah, a little. Even though this one appears that it'd be a little stronger in malts, the first one actually was.
Right.
Which
The first
is
one-
deceiving.
Yeah.
But with this guy here, one of my famous Dennis guy sayings, if this song came on the radio, I wouldn't change the station.
I like
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there it is. These are nice, easy drinking beers. We're not getting too crazy this week.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, of course you are. That's your. This is your wheelhouse. Like I said, 3 episodes a year, Adam. That's what you get.
I look forward to those episodes.
The rest are Steve and Dennis episodes.
That's right.
The rest is everybody else episodes.
Well, see, the nice thing is that half the beers that you like, Steve, I like them too.
Right.
So, like
Yeah,
right now,
yeah,
it's stout weather, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Like, we can drink stouts and brown all the time, but, I do feel bad because there are a lot of times where we have, like, 3 straight IPAs, and, I know you don't love those.
That's true, but I will do it for the show.
Yeah, so, and also just to be, giving in.
We got to be all
accepting.
inclusive here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
We have
that's
to-
true.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
all inclusive,
All styles.
even if I don't like them. So
I never met a beer I didn't like. I just like some more than
I
others.
have.
I've met plenty of beers I don't like.
But to be fair, if that was the only beer that was there,
Red Hot Iron? No, I'll find
No.
something else to drink.
oh no.
God, have you
sounds
had that?
Terrible. No.
Oh, it's awful.
No, yeah, no. There's some that will kill you.
Yeah.
I don't want
Like in the
those.
face.
Yeah. Well, it sounded like you're getting to the point like if there's nothing but this one beer to drink, and it's like, no, I will find something else
If
to
that
drink
was
other
the
than Red
only
Hot Iron.
alcohol on earth.
No, I'll make alcohol. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it ain't hard.
I like how you became Matt Damon on Mars.
Yeah.
You're just like
I'll fucking
growing
figure it-
potato
exactly.
plants.
Exactly.
Like,
Fucking figure it out. If
some
I,
Martian ass
No.
to
alcohol.
never drink Red Hot Iron again? Yes.
That
I've
was-
never had it. I guess I've never had a beer that just made me feel so bad.
I had to muscle through the one glass of it that I had, like absolutely grit my teeth and get through it. It
Oh,
was
man.
that bad, and that's still not the worst beer I've ever had.
It's like somebody peed in Fireball.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
So we did prepare something for this segment, and we wanted to take a look forward into the future, continuing
The future.
our trend from last week. We wanted to look forward into 2019 and look at some of the events as well as brewery openings that are happening in the Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania area and abroad even. depending on what everybody else is prepared. I don't know.
Abroad?
I don't know what you guys prepared. Maybe you guys are excited for something across the seas. I don't know.
No.
All right, then.
No, that's a hard no.
Okay. So, anybody want to start?
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, you can say, no, I don't want to start. and
No, I
I'll
don't want
go.
to start. Then you'll go.
All right, then. So, something I'm kind of excited for because I do actually like this brewery, even though they're from Cleveland. Platform Brewing.
Yes, we've had them on the show before.
Yeah, we've had them on the show. We even had them just recently on our Christmas episode for their holiday cookie snickerdoodle donut fart around, whatever. It was good.
Donut fart around, whatever.
Yeah, go back to that episode and listen to me say good things about it.
Because it is a good beer.
Yeah, it is a good beer. But Platform is opening their own tap room in Pittsburgh, right in the heart of Garfield on Penn Avenue.
Yes.
It's going to be a 10-barrel brewing system with a canning line, 24 taps, and a kitchen.
So this is not simply just a pub
Right.
that they're opening where they're going to ship everything in.
Right.
It's going to be brewed on site.
It's going to be brewed on site. Obviously, they're going to have, with a canning line, they have intention of brewing Pittsburgh-specific things, too.
Kind of a Southern tier kind of bent.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Yep. Should be opening this summer.
Very cool.
I'm kind of excited for that one. I got a beer from them sitting in my fridge right now called the Emo.
Yeah.
Ooh. It is a barrel-aged s'more stout.
Ooh.
I'll come back and tell you next week about it.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Where did you get that? Is that a JR's pickup?
No, I think that's an Ohio pickup.
Okay.
Yeah. When I crossed the border over to the Giant Eagle in Ohio, that carries, like, it's 20 minutes from my house, the same as Giant Eagles in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But that one just has all different beer because it's in Ohio.
Man,
It's awesome.
that's cool.
They also
That's
have
cool.
Gold Road. But they also have, not anymore, but they had CBS for like $23, $22.
Oh,
That's actually on the lower end, right?
Yeah. It was on the lower end. But
I can dig it.
yeah.
Never had it. I'm not trying to
Eh.
spend a paycheck on it.
I wasn't impressed with the one I had. So,
Really?
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
Or your money.
Yeah. Adam, are you ready to go now? What are you excited for?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a new brewery, surprise, surprise, opening up here in the Pittsburgh area. But it's in an area that is kind of, I would say, underserved a little bit. They've had some activity in the past, but the north side of town, Dented Keg will be opening up in Cranberry Township.
That's good.
Yes, they should be opening up in May. They're going to be a 10-barrel system as well. They are planning on having a full menu as well.
Oh, cool.
So, come May time, they plan on opening up. I look forward to being there because it's not too far from where I work.
Good deal for you.
Yeah, I could appreciate that sort of localness.
Yeah. I wouldn't call that the north side of town because that sounds like stadium area. This is much more north.
Yes. It is technically in Butler County.
Yeah. This is north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Thank you, Steve.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't want to get you confused.
Well, we already talked about me and maps.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Go to the
like-
turnpike, hang a right.
yeah. But you're exactly right in what you're saying in that area is a little underserved because right now the only place I can think of is Stick City.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, granted, there's other good, pubs up there, like, say, Pig Iron.
Oh yeah, there's Pig Iron, and you have stuff in Wexford like
House of 1,000 Beers.
Oh, that's true. When they're a newer location.
Yeah. But again, when we're talking about things like oversaturation and stuff, Cranberry's a pretty big hopping area. Hop.
Yes.
Hop.
Pun unintended, but there's a lot of people and a lot of traffic going in and out through there because of 76.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that there's a lot more things opening up in that area.
Right.
Good for them.
The market is there.
So yeah, hopefully we'll make our way up to Dented Keg and Stick City one day.
Yeah.
Stick City, you got to wait till Dented Keg opens. We need a reason.
No, I actually should.
Shut up! I need a reason.
Okay, all right.
I'm lazy.
I mean, I've had the Stick City beers before.
Yeah.
Pretty good beers.
Okay.
So, yeah, I have zero problem. I just haven't been over to their establishment yet. And I've had them
Right
at Beer Fest and stuff like that
Oh yeah,
before.
yeah. You know what? I have to. So yeah.
Yeah, so, shush.
Nah. Dennis, you excited for anything?
Yeah, I actually took a slightly different approach and focused more on big events in beer that I'm really excited about. One being what happens every year is a big beer fest at the Daybell Orange Convention Center in Pittsburgh on February 22nd and 23rd, which should be really fun. We'll be there. We'll be on site. Tons of really good beer. Then that Sunday, the February 24th, we're actually sponsoring a Breweries and PA bottle share. So you just bring 2 to 4 of your favorite beers, preferably bombers, or do, a little math conversion, bring bottles. And it's totally free. It's 11th hour here in Pittsburgh. It's all about getting together in the craft beer scene and sharing beer, your favorite beers with your friends and everything out there, and making new friends, which is really cool. And the third thing that I'm really excited about is actually the 3rd annual North Hills Homebrew Fest. It's in this coming May, which is really cool, in the North Hills of Pittsburgh. We're going to be there. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be there too, right?
That is the plan.
We're hosting it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So
I do have a bit more on this.
Sweet. So I'll let Steve go over some of that stuff there, but we'll be on site there as well. And as far as First Sip Brew Box is concerned, we have a super big announcement we're going to be making this spring in craft beer, which is the first time this has ever been done in the history of the United States of America.
Oh, hot damn.
So stay tuned for that.
Oh, man, that's like a big old blue ball right there.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Spring.
Might even be both of them.
Gots to do it.
Frig, I'm not even going to remember.
I know.
Dennis will just come back on the show and be like, big announcement. I'm like, what is this?
What are you talking about?
I feel like you just randomly show up and yell big announcement.
I didn't pre-approve any of this. What is this? So, yeah, back to that homebrew event, though. Like Dennis said, it's the 3rd annual, May 11th. I got a little more info on that from the guy who's putting it together, Brian Llewellyn. He is letting us do a live podcast.
Fantastic.
And we might do some TV stuff there as well.
Also fantastic.
And, we can enter brews, I guess. I guess. But if you're a home brewer out there and you want to enter this, you can email us at hopnationusa.com and I'll get you everything that you need. I got flyers, I got entry forms, I can hook you up.
Oh, hot damn.
Yeah. But the entries, they have to be in by May 9th. You have to enter 5 gallons for your beer.
Mm-hmm. 1 carboy.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, don't bring it in a carboy.
No. I'm just saying, if you're at step 1 or 2,
but yeah,
you have measurements.
But yeah, a carboy's worth. It's standard brew for most people. It is going to be judged by both VIP participants, and there's a blind tasting to start the event. Mm-hmm. So it'll be judged by those VIPs, and then it'll also be judged by people at Penn Brewery. The reason that is because the winner will have their brew brewed by Penn Brewery.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool as hell.
Yeah.
I might be entering now.
You can enter. I mean, I'm pretty sure Adam and I can enter, even though we're
But
doing a
are
podcast
you?
and stuff.
Are you going to enter?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah,
If I
'cause
can.
I actually have a good idea for a recipe.
Me too.
You guys are doing it. I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, we'll all be there. But yeah, we're there. First Sip Brew Box is there. Come check us out. We'll surely remind you later.
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah,
Them beers.
we'll probably talk about it once every month for
ad
till May.
nauseum.
Yeah, till May. But yeah, check us out. It's at the Syria Shriners. Benefits the Shriners in the Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's for the kids.
yeah, it's also
For the kids.
a good charity event. So yeah, check it out. May 11th.
Mm-hmm. So there is one more brewery opening up in
Uh-huh.
Pittsburgh that I haven't talked about yet.
Okay,
Lincoln Brewery.
No, we already talked about that. They had the entire episode, man.
but they should be opening
They should be opening soon here, here
in
in the
February.
Next month. Yes. Also in February, New Crescent
Okay.
Brewing.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
They are in Irwin,
Huh.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That's east of the city.
Out by Fury Brewing.
Yeah, that's Furious.
And Quinn
Yes.
Brewing.
Yes. They're going to be opening February 2. That would be Groundhog Day.
Oh, man. That's
Oh.
coming up.
Yeah, here in a couple of weeks.
That is a good place to get drunk on a good day to get drunk, I guess.
There you go. There you go.
Any
I'll work
day's a
through it.
good day, to
Okay.
be honest.
Yeah. I assume it's also a good place to enjoy their libations. I believe is a more political way of putting that.
Nah, I'm getting fucked up.
That's Steve. That's what he does.
That's, Uber goes all that out
But
that
I mean,
way. It's
but
fine.
I'm just getting at that maybe that you wind up reliving that day over and over. Every
Smart.
day's an opening.
So yes, they will be opening Feb 2.
Yes.
New Crescent. The name of that brewery is actually a callback to a brewery that was in Irwin pre-Prohibition.
Oh. Cool.
So a little bit of local history on that one. Nito Bandito.
Before the Roaring Twenties.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was pre-prohibition.
Yeah. Probably,
Can't tell me
yeah.
I'm wrong.
yeah. The old brewery was open from 19 to 19.
19.
I see. We're
Yeah.
just we're an almost fact podcast.
Yeah.
We get you
Yeah.
close enough, but we don't want you to be lazy.
Yeah,
Do
There's
the
a
research on your own.
reason. There's a reason why some of the social marketing is called craft and comedy, because that means you're not looking for fact checks that are fact checkity checked.
Right. That's yeah.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
we get you close enough.
Yeah, we're a roundup kind of show.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. We're positive folk.
New Crescent's
That's
opening,
true.
platform opening, dented keg opening.
Don't ask me when,
Lincoln
just know
Avenue
it's
Brewing.
happening.
Yeah.
all 2019-ish.
It's
Be
going to
there.
happen.
Be there.
Get in the game.
No, that's EA Sports.
Yeah, I know.
No, wait, no, that's in the game.
Yeah,
I'm done.
that's fine. Are you done with your Muskoka?
Yes, I am.
Just I keep trying to not say moose caca, but you know,
But come on.
Oh, don't say that because I already drank
Muskoka.
it. I'm not.
I believe it is Muskoka. Muskoka.
That's a weird name to pronounce.
I know.
Muskoka.
It's weird to us, but it's probably okay to them.
Well, it's probably just like a First Nations name. Is what it
Muskoka.
is. Yeah, the same way we have Yakagani and Schuylkill and shit like that.
That makes sense.
We have a lot of weird Bryn Mawr, PA. You don't think that's a weird name?
Right.
Wilkes-Barre?
Oh yeah, no.
Versailles?
Bar.
Say, what?
Because it's pronounced Versailles over in Europe.
Yeah, he's raised.
Yeah.
it's also
That's
one of
just
those
dumbness.
silly
That's
Yeah,
not.
it is just dumbness.
things. Washington.
So, what'd you guys think of the Muskoka?
I liked it.
I enjoyed it as
True
well.
to the style.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
I'll drink it again.
It's a good drinker.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't have any.
Again, if a 6-pack showed up at my house, I'll make sure it wasn't there when I woke up.
Wait,
There you go.
you drinking it in your sleep?
Yes,
How do you drink?
With my mouth?
I do it osmosis.
Oh, you just lay in bed with the beer?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me one night with a family pack of Taco Bell.
Well, all right, we've all been there.
Glass and Taco Bell wrappers are permeable membranes. All right. Well, we're on to our third segment as we leave this Canadian beer behind and moving on to our third cream ale of the evening
Whatever it may be.
and a third segment.
Whatever it may be.
Yes.
B.
Hey everybody, Joe Findlay here from Miscast Commentary. Have you been along for the ride while we've been doing the MCU commentary marathon? If not, where the have you been?
We're going to watch it the way you would have experienced it when you go into the theater.
Yeah,
And that's how it's
and
gonna
you would have experienced it with two assholes talking through the whole thing.
be. Yes.
The only person who can see the true scope of this is Galactus. He can see the end.
Yes.
That's it.
So think about that, nerds. She knows who's the boss in this house.
She's the Angeler.
Angela.
We all know Angeler was the boss.
And he is Tony, so we get the-
exactly.
Oh, this,
my God.
this
That
is
worked
so.
out so well.
Join us every Friday as we present a new full-length commentary for another Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
This has a little bit of Oz in it too, I think. Like not the prison, the wonderful world of.
Miscast Commentary. Join us or don't. I'm not your mom.
Welcome back, Hop Nation. This is our Cream Ale episode. This is episode 91. I already hit the Sporty Man references. I'm not going to get you any more. One more. Kevin Green. I lied.
You already said Kevin Green at the top of the show.
Oh, awkward.
So that's
Did
not
I
one
really?
more. Yeah, you did.
Ah, damn it.
You said Kevin Green and Tavares.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Isn't there another 91 I should be worried about? Dennis Rodman?
Don't ask me.
Don't look at me. Just because my name's Dennis doesn't mean I know that.
I mean, you're like,
Do you know all the
halfway there.
Dennises? Do you know all the Dennises?
What about Kucinich?
Yeah, it's a very small club.
The Dennis Club.
What about Dennis Franz? What was his number?
He didn't have one. He had a butt,
Of course he
though.
did. He was a policeman,
And
and the
NYPD
policemen's have the numbers on the badges.
Yeah.
That's true.
Duh.
Policemen's. So yeah, he does have a number.
Yes.
Email us. Tell us what it is.
HopNationUSA at
and
gmail.com.
and why PD Blue references in 2019.
So, I've introduced a beer. Steve has introduced a beer.
Uh-huh.
You know who's ready to introduce a beer?
Dennis.
Dennis.
Dennis Bromosaurus Rex.
Bromosaurus Rex.
Alrighty, guys. The next one coming up is a Genesee Orange Honey Cream Ale. It's part of their pilot batch series. They're a brewery out of New York. They're probably most famous known, obviously, for their cream ales. And this one's clocking in at 4.7%. The availability of this beer is rotating, meaning they don't have it all the time.
Yes.
So every once in a while they might.
Right on.
So I'm pretty excited to jump in and crack this bad boy open.
Right on.
Let's do it.
So similar to the way, what is it? Iron City has Blockhouse. Mm-hmm. Genesee has their own pilot batch series.
Yes.
And apparently the pilot batch beers are pretty good. I've seen some rumblings about them not being trash. Mm-hmm. So that's the only reason why I allowed this one on.
So I have had the opportunity to go to Rochester, New York, where Genesee is based out of, and go to their brew house, which is right next to a big old waterfall, which is neat. Not the big one in New York,
Right.
but another one.
That's a different part of New York.
Right.
The medium one.
But they do have a very nice brew house. It is built in the original brew house, and then they moved brewing facilities over to a large industrial
Right.
building next door. But they converted it into a very nice brew pub. You can actually sit up on the roof overlooking the city, overlooking the waterfalls that goes through the town of Rochester. It's very nice. If you have the chance, go there.
Okay.
The food's good, beer's good.
Right on.
I like food.
I like beer.
That's all I got. If you expected more,
I like waterfalls.
I like waterfalls.
This goes together like waterfalls and Jenny Crane.
Fun side fact, whenever Sammy and I travel, we look for three things: beer, nachos, and waterfalls.
Right on.
That's
Oh,
our thing.
okay.
That's what we do.
Nachos are solid too.
The only time I walk far distances is for them waterfalls. True story.
Don't you know you're not supposed to go chase waterfalls?
Chasing water.
He got you with that TLC
No,
reference.
I actually enjoyed it. So that's good. Adam, you've redeemed yourself. You've redeemed the unredeemable.
I should just be quiet for the rest of the show.
You don't
That
want
way.
to mess this up.
Well, you can't do that because I've brought Jenny Crane to the show for you, Adam.
That's true.
You did.
Yes, this is your not your birthday, but you know, there you go.
It's Cream Ale Day.
Yeah, it's Cream Ale
Cream Ale
Day for you,
Day.
Adam.
Yay, it's Cream Ale Day.
I was going to say, just don't say cream day.
No, it's not Cream Day. It's not Cream Pie Day. It's not.
Ew.
It's none of that. It's
I
just
couldn't help it.
Cream Ale Day. Keep it classy, Dennis.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Come on.
That's what you get for letting degenerates on the show.
Degenerates run this show.
Hey
That's
yo.
also true. Wow, this smells fantastic.
So looking at it, it is orange. It's actually orange in color. But
Yeah, it's orange without
Wow.
being a copper or a straw. It's
Right.
just orange.
yeah.
I mean, it's in the name.
It looks like well, no, I was gonna say it looks like high C, but
No.
this is really clear, so it doesn't look like high C.
See. That's like a red, isn't it?
You can get high C orange.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got mixed up with
They
Hawaiian
got more than
Punch.
one flavor, you know.
Hawaiian Punch.
No,
That's
yeah,
what I
not
saw.
Hawaiian Punch.
okay.
No.
Also on more than one flavor.
Yes, Hawaiian Punch has a blue. I enjoy the Hawaiian Punch.
That's how I fought off scurvy growing up.
Sunny D.
Forget that Sunday D. I want that orange drink.
Oh, grape stuff. Let's see on the nose.
On the nose, it has a very pleasant smell.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
Like a fresh bouquet of orange flowers, if there was such a thing.
Yeah, it's
Orange blossoms?
orange blossoms. Yeah,
There you go.
it's very floral.
Shut up. There's a flower called orange blossom. Is that what you're telling
Orange
me?
blossom special.
Yeah, come on.
Wow, I don't know these.
The Orange Blossom Oh, boy. I mean, how would you... I mean, if you don't know Commander Cody, how are you going to know the Orange Blossom Special?
Everybody should know Johnny Cash. Nobody knows Commander Cody.
That is accurate. I know exactly who Johnny Cash is.
I actually don't think that was originally done by Johnny
It
Cash.
doesn't matter. He made it famous. Nobody else did Commander Cody's dumbass song.
Fair.
When Adam learns how the world works. You know what that reference reminded me of? So my buddy Nick, he was like, Danny Glover. I was like, oh, like Operation Dumbo Drop. He was like, no. I mean, yes.
Yes, but no.
Why would you understand the most obscure movies ever been in and not like the most famous movies in American culture? I was like, I'm sorry, that's how I work.
That's how my brain's broke.
I mean, I've had Adam moments.
Right.
I didn't want you to feel alone.
By the way, it's Roy Clark is who I'm thinking of that made that famous.
Oh.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody knows it more as a Johnny Cash song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
I mean, he's right.
Obviously not you, Gramps, but...
Steve's right, but at the same time, you're not wrong.
Thank you. That's all I look for in life.
At the same time, you're not wrong, man.
Just like Operation Dumbo Drop.
I mean, that just completely jumps over Predator 2.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's got a floral bouquet to it.
It does.
It doesn't smell like orange juice. It smells like orange flowers. That's nice. So let's taste it and see what it tastes like.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Huh.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
Finally something that stands out.
You done good, Genesee. You done good.
Never thought I'd say this, but that's good.
God damn it.
Steve didn't want to admit it.
It's not that I wanted to admit it more or less, but it's just like I know how the show ends now.
Yeah.
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 Smugly by me.
Oh, you can end it any way you want. It's just like I didn't want Genesee to win.
Sorry.
I mean, you can have Genesee win all the time. It's just like I was hoping there would be a more craft representation.
It is.
The craft representation would be a little better. This, Genesee's technically owned by larger corporations and is not craft.
But they've also been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. Again, this falls into that weird area, being that this is like part of their pilot batch. It's like how Icy Light has the Blockhouse series of garbage.
Yeah, but that...
Well, no, all those beers eat butt.
Right. I was going to say, it's not really a comparison.
But it's
only in name only.
Their diabetes
it's
series?
It's a comparison in the fact that they tried, once, these stalwart macro garbage Pilsner makers have branched out to try to make craft beers.
Right.
Icy sucks. They did it bad, but Genesee obviously hasn't.
Sorry, my dude.
Grumpy rants.
Steve has gone full curmudgeon.
This is true.
While enjoying this beer, which is really...
It's good.
It's really light, and it's got a nice orange flavor to it. Son of a bitch.
He hates to like it.
Yeah, it's really smooth. It's not too sweet at all.
What a bunch of dicks.
Yeah. And I got it for $1 at JR's.
Wow.
Fuck.
Wait, is that accurate?
Yes, that's accurate. It was on the clearance rack.
I'd buy them. I'd buy
Yeah,
them.
no, I'd buy.
How much do they have there?
It's probably like 3 bottles left or whatever.
I would have took them.
Yeah. Well,
We got to go back then.
knowing now.
Oh, no, it's convenient for Steve. It's not convenient for any other human.
It's not even convenient for Steve.
Yeah, nothing's convenient for me, so it doesn't matter. Shit.
Let's move on.
Beer's good.
You can wallow in the misery of drinking a good beer.
Just be cranky old people. All right. Well, being that this is the Cream Ale episode,
Yes.
I wanted to give Adam a chance to flex his muscles. His beer...
Good luck.
His beer knowledge muscles.
Oh, that one? No, he's
Yeah.
got this one.
And so...
Thanks, Dennis. Thanks.
shit on him.
What a guy.
Dennis got to be exact.
So I have devised the first quiz of 2019.
Okay.
Yes.
Boy.
What is it?
It's the Cream Ale quiz.
Oh.
Yes. I have also come up with a name for this segment, as we are now naming our segments.
Okay.
The 5 Questions of Doom.
Oh, damn it, that's good.
Yeah. These questions suck.
Damn. Are they at least multiple choice?
So we have 4 multiple choice questions, and then we have 1 tiebreaker question. That's how we'll do it.
You had me at multiple choice.
Yeah. I will. This time, though, I'm not going to go in any order.
Okay.
I'm going to let you choose categories.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, like a Jeopardy type
Yes,
spin-off.
because some of these are easier than others. But I'm not going to tell you which ones.
All right.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Adam, I'm going to let you go first, though.
Okay. Do we get to hear the categories?
It's your
first?
episode, yeah. I'll
Okay.
give you categories. It's your episode, so I'll let you go first.
All right. I appreciate that.
Categories are history, according to whom, why is that called that, and rock and roll.
I'm going to go with rock and roll.
All right. Assume you wanted to listen to an appropriate classic rock song while drinking a cream ale. Which one would it be? A, Warm Beer and Cold Woman. B, Strange Brew. C, Beer for Breakfast. Or D, When the Levee Breaks.
Oh.
Which is the most appropriate of these songs?
Well, the closest I can think of right now at the top of my head is When the Levee Breaks. I don't think that's right, though.
Okay.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going
Go with your gut, man.
I'm going with my gut. When the levee breaks, I'll be wrong. I don't mind.
Okay, well, then you be wrong and not mine.
Okay. Go
Dennis, go ahead and try to steal.
B, for sure.
Huh?
B.
B, Strange Brew?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh!
That is the song
Answer
by
that so
Cream.
quick.
That is the song by Cream.
Okay. All right.
I was
Strange
like,
Brew.
it has to be that. I don't say most things in my life with confidence. I said that one with utmost confidence.
So Dennis gets a point, and he also gets the next question. Remember, your categories available are history.
History.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, then.
Snip, snap.
Because it's already happened.
Cream ales weren't always known as cream ales. In fact, they had a number of names beforehand, which is not an original name for cream ale.
I like the spin.
A, sparkling. B, brilliant. C, vivacious. Or D, present use.
A, sparkling.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Adam, chance to steal.
Can I hear them again, please?
Your choices are brilliant, vivacious, and present use.
I'm going to go with vivacious.
And Adam's on the board with a point.
Good job, Adam. Yes. I should have said that.
But
Like
you
vivacious wasn't really.
You
a
guys
I
have
just thought
traded.
sparkling. Like sparkling, I thought more of a like a champagne.
didn't. Champagne?
Yeah, a champagne.
Yeah, sparkling, brilliant, and present use were all previous names for cream ale before it became cream ale.
Any clue like what time frame and
It's all like the mid 1800s.
The past.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
that's cool.
That's very weird where present use would be. I don't understand the thought process behind that one.
It's
Like, just
probably
what we're doing now.
it's just how we're doing it right now.
Honestly, I
Mind your
knew,
fucking business.
I knew present use had to be a thing because I would have done that. Present use.
It's how we're doing it now. Mind your business.
Go home. You're drunk.
Stop fucking asking questions. This is present use.
Does your wife know you're not home?
All right, Adam, back to you.
Yes, what
Your
are
categories are according to whom and why is that called that?
Why is that called that?
All right.
Wow, you chose that real quick.
I know.
Why are cream ales called hybrid ales? A, they use ale yeast but are cold lagered. B, they use rice and barley in the grain profile. C, they use high alpha and low alpha hops. Or D, they're 2 worts blended together.
A. Final answer. Lock it in. Lead
A.
pipe lock.
And Adam gets a point.
Huh.
Hybrid ales because they use an ale yeast but are cold lagered.
I did use an ale yeast, but I wasn't able to get them down to cold lager temperatures, and they still turned out great.
But imagine if you
it's
did.
like what, like 50? No, less than. Well, around 50 degrees.
Do you want to be
right?
less than 50?
Yeah, less than
Yeah.
50.
And one of the other ways I found in kind of history and lore, and especially in Pennsylvania, sometimes they're double fermented. So they're fermented once when they're warm with an ale yeast, and then they're fermented again with a lager yeast
What?
while they're
2
cold
yeast
lager. Yeah,
strains?
and that's
Like a primary, secondary fermentation, but
Yeah.
using a different strain of yeast.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, and it brings them down to that one.
We should try that.
Yeah, brings them down to that low, almost one.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I never used double strains of yeast before.
All right, Dennis, your question
I'm what?
The last category. Yeah, you're 1 point behind currently.
God, can't let that
Remember, there is a final tiebreaker question.
It's true.
But your category is according to whom? And so, according to the Brewers Association style guideline, which is not a feature of American Cream Ales. A, they have an SRM of 2 to 5. B, they have IBUs of 10 to 22. C, they have an original gravity of 1.044 to 1.052. Or D, they have an ABV of 5 to 6.5%.
Oh man, this is a tough one. I would say A.
You're going to go with A, the SRM 2 to 5?
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Damn it. I also didn't know what that meant. What is SRM?
That is the standard, color scale. Like
I'm colorblind. This was messed up.
Well, it has nothing to do with red green. It's all about how dark it is.
I still had no idea.
The scale's usually, I think, between like 1 and 40.
I think anything like that deals with color,
You just ignored it?
You just tap out, even though it's not really.
I'm like, nah, that's not important. It's copper.
It's whatever. All right, Adam. Chance to steal.
I don't really have to, but
No, it's.
Do you want your
yeah,
choices?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. IBU.
Now, if he doesn't get it, it goes back to me.
No. We'll just go to the next question.
No, because it's not tied. I didn't think we could. I thought that
Well,
was
the tiebreaker could also just be a 2-point come from behind.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Steve rules.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fine.
I wrote the damn question. I'm gonna use it at some point anyway.
You should run more game shows.
I should. Just yelling. It's my rules. I did the work. All right, Adam. IBUs of 10 to 22. Original gravity of 1.044 to 1.052. Or ABVs of 5 to 6.5%.
I am going to go with the original gravity.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
That's
what is
also
it?
incorrect. That was going to be my second guess.
I know,
now
right?
don't know what it is.
So it's actually ABV.
Really?
So they don't use ABV as a prerequisite to style? Is that what you're...
No, the ABV, it does have a number.
Oh, it's supposed to be lower,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yes.
Damn it.
It's not 5 to 6.5%. It is 4.3 to 5.7%.
I guess we should have known that, but it still sounded somewhat plausible.
It sounds believable, but
I just picked what I had absolutely no idea what it meant, and I thought that's...
you have to remember it's kind of an older version of beer, so
Right.
it should be
It's
around.
old-timey.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be around
You're right.
4.3. So yeah, all
we
right,
use modern day knowledge on an old school style.
all right. So that means we're going to move on to this fifth question, and Dennis has 1 point, and Adam has 2 points. So if Dennis gets it right, he'll win.
Just remember, Dennis wins, we riot.
That's you.
That's true.
This is all on you.
Well, you can go on and riot, and I'm going to pillage your beer stocks that you have here.
No, that's fine. I just go buy.
You have like
go
three different verticals going on right now.
I know.
So your final question, and it's going to be for both of you.
Wait, are we buzzing in? What are we doing?
No, it's good. No, I'm going to read it to you, and then Adam will answer first, and then you'll answer second. But, you got to give it time. It's kind of like Price is Right rules. You'll figure it out. But your question is, I found a brewery in Pennsylvania that serves both cream ales and cream sodas, but neither are under the brewery's brand name.
Ooh.
Within 10 miles, how far away is that brewery?
Oh, shit. Not even what brewery. How
Nope.
far away is it?
Yep.
From
There's
where?
No choices.
From here.
From we'll say.
From here.
From here.
From here. I did it from here.
Oh, all right.
From Hop Nation USA Central. How
Damn.
far is this brewery? It serves both a cream ale and a cream
I could
soda.
probably tell you what brewery it is, but I don't know how far away it is.
Don't let it puzzle you too much.
I'm going to say 35 miles.
35 miles. Dennis, it is within the state of Pennsylvania, so I did give you a range.
130 miles.
130 miles. And the answer is 280 miles.
Pottstown, right? Like
No.
around there. Boyerstown.
Nope.
Damn it.
Nope. The brewery is the Lion Brewery, located in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Brewers of Lion's Head.
Oh, yeah.
But
I was closer.
yes, you were closer. But they are also brewers of the Stegmeyer line of beers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and part of that is the Lebutschiner cream ale, and they also brew non-alcoholic beverages. And part of that line is the Old Philadelphia Sodas, which has a cream soda.
Huh.
Yes,
Well, then.
it's one of
It
the
was like central-ish PA.
Yeah. central. That's like central north.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the only breweries I could find that did that because I actually originally started looking at Sprecher.
Okay.
Sprecher does not have a cream ale though.
Aha.
I was trying to figure something out. Cream soda, cream ale, and then I just settled on how far away is Lion's Head.
So how are these points divvied up? Was I closer? Or
Yeah,
did
you
we-
were closer, so you get 2 points, and you won 3-2.
Yeah. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to tear apart the studio.
No worries, man.
It's your house, so don't give a shit.
It sucks to suck.
God, that's one of my favorite sayings. Sucks to suck, dude.
Because there's no good response to that.
Sucks
You
to
can't
suck.
say nothing to it. That's why you guys say it first.
Sucks to suck. Well, you know what doesn't suck?
This beer.
This goddamn Genesee honey orange.
So mad.
It's orange.
Oh,
It's
it's
so good.
such a nice, enjoyable beer that isn't trash.
Sorry, my
Like
dudes.
Zach Morris, because Zach Morris is trash.
I love that web series.
I've never seen it.
You
It's
should
good,
check it
man.
out.
Zach Morris is trash.
You know what I've been watching? I've been watching Future Man.
I am not familiar with that.
So here's the thing. Future Man is on Hulu.
Okay.
And I've been avoiding it because it's called Future Man and it's on Hulu. Who the hell would watch something like that? But then I found out it was made by Seth Rogen.
All right.
So, yeah, it's actually very
Seth
funny.
Rogen.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, it's actually really funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a comedy.
Oh yeah, it's a total comedy. Have you ever watched the Preacher show?
Yeah, but that was not a comedy.
Yeah, it was. Preacher was a comedy.
We're talking about two different shows.
Probably. You're probably wrong.
No, it was definitely a show called Preacher. I saw it on Netflix, and it was more like a early 1920s where they were fighting against like big corporations controlling the public opinion, and he went in undercover, like pretend to be a preacher, but really he just like fought people, killed them, Wild Wild West type stuff. It's called The Preacher.
Huh. That's not
That's
the
why I'm
Preacher
confused.
It's not the Preacher I'm thinking of. The Preacher I'm thinking of was a comedy. It was based on a comic book from the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good and it's really funny.
I'll watch yours if you watch mine.
Sure. Sure. But they made that show, it's like really super violent and everything. So then Future Man's pretty much the same way. But Future Man's much more like really 80s referential Terminator
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's-
Skynet.
Yeah.
So kind of a Ready Player One, but good.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely a Ready Player One, but good.
All right.
That's my plug for TV that we're not getting paid for. Future Man on
Yet.
Hulu. Goddamn Genesee, it's good.
So, Steve, you want to go first on the podium?
Sure.
Get it out of the way. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. Bronze and silver are kind of hard because I feel like they're kind of the same beer. But bronze I'm going to give to the Muskoka brewery out of their Bainbridge or whatever, Brantbridge. It's out of that Ontario, Canada, though. That's where it's from.
There you go.
RAV4 though.
I tell you what, them Averys, they're unsavory characters, I know. I seen them at the state fair. And I tell you what, that Stephen Avery, he stole about 30 cream pies.
Cream
I never get tired of hearing it. Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, the Muskoka's good, and I like it. The only thing I think I like less about it is it has like a caramel flavor to it that it's a little dry, so it's a little more malt on the malty side, just like a hair. The Buffalo Bayou Billy, that Sam's Daily, I like that one a little bit more. It's a little bit sweeter, but it's a little more plainer, I guess. and you can just kind of drink it whenever. Like I feel like that beer should be replacing a lot of other beers on tap.
I agree.
It's just so simple and easy. Like, why aren't more beers like that? Why does everything else have to be chilled down to 25 degrees and not taste anything at all? Just fucking pissy water. Unfortunately, gold goes to the Genesee. I tried. I didn't want to, but I'd like it. The orange honey cream ale. It's such a nice, refreshing beer. It's floral. Like, you don't get a lot of floral beers that often. It is so good. God damn it.
Never heard somebody so upset about giving praise to a beer.
It's not the beer, it's the company.
Okay.
It's kind of like why we don't have Bourbon County on here, because I don't want to,
Oh, yeah.
I would, because it's good. It just is.
Right. No, you have to be able to separate yourself a little bit.
But I don't want to.
But it's going to happen.
Yeah, one day, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Stupid Goose Island, send us beer. I'll punch you in the face. Dennis, podium?
All right. So I guess moving on. So my bronze would actually go to the Muskoka out of Canada. It was a solid beer, true to the style. I enjoyed it. But, in this lineup, it's a bronze beer. Nothing else more to say about that. My silver category is where I diverge from the path that Steve was on. I would actually, and this was a very tough decision. My silver category would go to the Genesee. And here's why. It's a great aroma. It's a good beer. It doesn't taste too adjunct-y, if that makes sense. It doesn't taste too synthetic or anything. It's a good tasting beer, but I can only have one or two of that guy. So my gold category would actually go to the Sam's Daily, because I could drink all of them for sure.
Son, I don't think you understand what I said. I said, give me all of your Sam's Daily.
I think what you heard was give me a lot, but what I actually said was give me all of them. And that is true. I can drink that guy until I get really, really sleepy and I kind of want maybe some Tostita pizza rolls, and then I curl up in a ball next to my big old puppy and I go to sleep. That Sam's Daily is a good drinker. It's wholesome. It's family owned. I don't even know if that's true, but I feel like it's true because it's Texas. And so that's kind of how I stack up. Adam?
So, I'm going to agree with you guys on the bronze medal position. The Muskoka. Yes, it was a perfectly fine beer. I didn't have any problems with it. It just sort of ended up in the bronze medal position. It was perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable, but it didn't really do much to kind of jump out at me. Yes, I understand in the cream ale category that's asking for a lot. Cream ales are not naturally a beer that will hop out at you. Thanks.
See what you did.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. But
sponsored by PBS Kids.
A little 3-2-1 contact. But yes, it's a perfectly good beer, but it just sort of, like I said, ended up in the bronze medal position. In the silver and gold, this is where things get a little more difficult. Do I go with Steve? Do I go with Dennis? Do I go with Steve? Do I go with Dennis? On this episode, I am actually going to go with Dennis.
Yes.
I'm going to put the Genesee in the silver medal position just by a little bit, like half a skosh. It's a good beer. I like the flavor of it. I like the taste of it. I like the way it drinks. It's a good drinker. But Dennis brought up a very good point. I was actually going to go the other way until Dennis started talking, and he kind of convinced me to flip-flop a little bit. And what he said was, with the Buffalo Bayou, this is the beer that I can drink again and again and again. I agree with that. I agree with that with the Orange Honey by Genesee, you can have a couple, but you can't have a lot. Whereas with the Sam Daily by Buffalo Bayou, you can have a lot. I feel that this is a beer that you can drink a lot of consistently. This is a beer you can sit at the bar and have 6, 8, 10 throughout the day.
All day.
All day. Listen, if you're going to drink all day, you got to start in the morning.
That's true.
And I think this could also be a good morning beer. So yeah, that's
definitely a great shower beer. For sure.
Yes. Oh yes. And that is why this is going to go in the gold medal position. So Buffalo Bayou, you got the gold.
All right. If you want to find us on social media, all you have to do is search Hop Nation USA, and that'll get you Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you're looking for brand new episodes of the Hop Nation USA podcast every Friday, then just search Hop Nation USA in your favorite podcatcher like Stitcher, Podbean, Google Music Play, and Apple Podcasts. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review because
We are a 6-star show, but they only let us use 5.
and that's a worse crime than getting Big Macs at the White House.
Oh man,
Oh,
didn't see that coming.
neither did
Both
Clemson.
Steve saying it and it actually happening.
And it actually happening is worse. But do that. Leave a 5-star review. Tell
Yeah.
your friends. Telling your friends is the best way to grow the show.
Have them tell 2 friends.
Have them
Word
tell
of
with your
mouth
friends.
marketing.
It's
Yeah.
like a reverse funnel.
Yeah. And if you want to email us and correct us on anything, or if you want information on that 3rd annual North Hills Brew Fest, just email us at hopnationusa@gmail.com. Dennis, what do you got?
All I got is if you want to reach out to us, firstsipbrewbox.com. Check out that there website. Hit up our social media, also at First Sip Brew Box. If you mention that you heard us on this show, we may send you out some cool craft beer swag. So do's it.
Does it, does it, done.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all I got for episode 91. Adam, would you like to say thank you to anybody?
Thank you to me for allowing this episode to happen.
I was going to say, you could say thank you to KDT for bringing you 2 beers from around the damn
I think that's
country.
what he was getting at.
All right. Thank you, Katie.
For bringing you your favorite style of beer.
When you
that's
think
not
he's a
sour.
gentleman.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
Guy.
Give him a chance to not be a scumbag.
Oh, man.
He hangs around me too much. He's picking up bad habits.
Hey, and through osmosis.
He needs to go to Bible camp, I think.
No.
Bible.
No.
Yeah, you need to go back to Bible camp.
Back to Bible camp.
I'm sure you went at some point.
No.
Really?
I never went to a Bible camp.
I did.
Really? Yeah. I didn't. Well, what does that show you?
I don't know.
I went
Don't
to,
know. Nothing.
I went to Sunday school because they had snacks.
Hell yeah,
Snack
CCD.
time. Well, I was Catholic, so I got snack time every time in the middle of church.
Do you mean eating that nasty cracker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't call the Lord a nasty cracker. He was black.
I guess that was
That's the end of the show. No, that's it.